What's up guys, today I'm gonna be ranking my singing monsters islands based on difficulty. As you can see, we have here unranked tier like Dawn of Fire islands, and also we have two islands that we can't really get things on, we can't really complete, so I'm not gonna rank them. Right, so first of all we have the Colosseum. I'd say it's easy, it's an easy one to complete. Like, by completing I mean getting every monster on the island, and in here we only have all the natural monsters, which you get by teleporting, and you can teleport them once they're level 5, which is really easy. Actually, I'll put it at too easy, it's the easiest island to complete probably. Next up, Plant Island. I'd say it's pretty average. It's not too hard to complete the Book of Monsters, but also there are like 66 monsters. That's a lot. Not all of them are insanely hard. Actually, none of them are insanely hard. Only like the ethereals are hard, and also the seasonals. That's it. Only 6 hard monsters. The rest are pretty easy, so it's an average island, average difficulty island. Oh, actually, it has 3 Woboxes. I just remembered. Hard, it's pretty hard one. Also Cold Island, same thing as Plant Island. All the natural islands actually, besides water, because it has no mythical. So yeah, it's one tier lower. Nah, actually, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Fire Haven, I'll put it on average. It only has a Wobox, and there are barely any epics there, so yeah, it's an average island. It has a lot of rares though. Fire Oasis, no Wobox, so easy, it's an easy one. Light Island, this island has a few rares, a few epics. It's too easy. As of recording this, it has a no seasonal. It might change once it will have a seasonal. Psychic Island, same as Light Island, no seasonal, no nothing interesting. Fairy Island, same thing. And Bone Island goes to the same tier with Fire Oasis, just because it has a seasonal, which makes it a little bit harder. Magical Sanctum, I'd say it's an average island, average difficulty. Actually, yeah, it's really hard to get each monster, so I'll put it here. It's a hard one. It's a hard island to complete. It has almost no rares, it has no epics, it has no Wobox, it has a seasonal, which makes it a little hard, but also the common monsters are so hard to get. They're way too hard. They shouldn't be that hard. Sugarbush Island, another average island. That's a teleporting island, another teleporting island, which you can teleport just by leveling up your monsters to level 15. But the monsters aren't too insanely hard to get. There's only like one 4 element. The rest are 3 2 and 1s, which aren't too hard, and I'd say the hardest part is teleporting Sugarbush. Not that hard. Seasonal Shanty. Ooh, that's... I don't know. It's in one of these two tiers. It's a really hard one. I'll put it here with Magical Sanctum. It has all the core seasonals. You need to teleport all the core seasonals, which is already hard enough. No, actually, just getting each of the core seasonals on their respective islands is hard enough. And then you need to get duplicates and teleport them to Seasonal Shanty. That's hard. And then breeding in Seasonal Shanty is pretty hard. Ethereal Island, insane difficulty. That's an insane one. First of all, you need to get each of the 1 element ethereals, which is really hard, level them up to level 15 and teleport them, which is hard enough on its own, but they didn't make breeding easy. With the 2 elements, there's no sales, there's no luck up sales, you know, so yeah, it's way too hard. Mythical Island, I'll put it here along with Sugarbush Island. Breeding isn't too hard, and the monsters you need to teleport there are always available, so yeah, you're in no rush. You can get them whenever you want. Woblin Island! Hear me out! Okay, hear me out. That's a pretty easy island. It has a Wobox though. No, getting each of the Woblins is pretty easy on its own. The Woblins aren't that hard. I managed to get Drumroll, the hardest Woblin to get, in like 2 days, which is, yeah, pretty insane because they gave you 2 weeks. If you have enough islands, it's not hard. It's a pretty easy island. But it has a Wobox, so I'll move it up a tier, just to be fair. Celestial Island. Now this island is like Woblin Island, but they put like 50 noggins into each statue. You need to put like 20 noggins, 21 mods into each statue, 10 of each double element, you know, 5 of each triple, 6 of each 4 element, you know, it's insane. It's an insane one. I hate this. And if that's not enough, To get these statues, you need to pay diamonds. These statues cost diamonds and there's no other way to get them. That's definitely an insane island. Amber Island. I'll also put it here. There are a lot of monsters to get there. A lot of them. And you get each of them by buying them with relics. Buying the vessels with relics and then filling them out with a ton of eggs. Arguably too many eggs. And if that's not enough, upgrading the castle costs relics. But the monsters give you relics, so yeah, that's good. But yeah, again, it's a really hard one. The monsters aren't always available, so there are only like 2 to 3 monsters available at a time, which makes it way harder. There's a lot of waiting with this island, which makes it an insane island. And lastly, Gold Island. I would say it's pretty average. But it has Webbox and Rare Webbox, so hard. That's a hard island. Once you get to a certain point, getting monsters to level 15 is pretty easy, let's be honest. Meanwhile, breeding ethereals, getting celestials, and getting Amber Island monsters doesn't get easier with time. And if you're at my level, you probably have like all your monsters level 15, not related to Gold Island. You just like money, you just like coins, so you level them up. And you might also like the bonuses, so you level them up even more. Yeah, it's not that hard to get them to level 15, but the Wobbucks and the Rare Wobbucks. That's the insane part. It's way too painful, and yeah, that makes it a hard island. Yeah, I think that's it for the video. Let me know if you agree with the tier list or disagree. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.